Good morning and happy holidays. We are here and it is the week of Christmas. I believe Hanukkah as well. So I know that there's a lot happening, and the way that these cards are already starting to pop out, usually I have to shuffle more to get the cards to come out. So let's see about our current energy here. One more. Okay, I'm going to take them. I have no idea what card is underneath that, so we'll see how this plays out. And again, there's something, duality. There's definitely something with duality showing up because it was happening mostly in twos. Everything was coming out in twos. I'm trying to tap into this energy. I'm getting both scattered and void. So there's something where it feels like you might be all over the place, but then also nowhere at the same time. And it's a very interesting dynamic to that energy because it would be usually one or the other. You're either in a lot of energy and you're feeling very chaotic, or you're standing still. And what I'm picking up is that both are occurring at the same time. So there's something significant to that. It could also just be this time of year that you feel like you are being pulled in a million directions and that you could be just standing still right now. When I look at the past energy showing up, I've got the Four of Wands, Page of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. So there was definitely some sort of conversation here in the past, an emotionally detached conversation, so it doesn't feel like it went into any kind of depth. There was a lot of surface level, but more intellectual content to the conversations where it was, I think about this, or I want to do this. It was not like, I feel so good about doing this. It wasn't anything that included any emotional depth to it. It was more of just that intellectual kind of thinking. Because I'm getting a sense of words and actions being disconnected here. So there might have been a conversation around future plans, a reason to celebrate. The Four of Wands could easily be in reference to holiday parties, things like that. Especially the way it's showing up here. I mean, this really does look like a holiday celebration. And so it could have been connected to that, but the conversations were those kind of introductory type of conversations, and it could have been that you met somebody. That Page of Swords maybe kept it very lighthearted, very kind of high level, all of it. Oh, there's 3 cards there. That's interesting. So in the current energy here, we have the Ten of Pentacles, we have the Tower, and then over here in this last position, we have the Justice card, Eight of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. You are holding back. There was a conversation that occurred here in the past. You held back because you weren't ready to communicate something. You're getting ready to communicate something. There's something that you've been wanting to get off your chest. There is something that you really feel deep down you need to express. And it's getting to the point, it feels like a boiling point where you're ready to break. You're ready, like a dam is about to burst and you're about to express something that you've been keeping inside for a very long period of time. The reason that you've been keeping it inside was because of this chaotic energy that I was picking up. But it's also because of the response. You weren't sure what kind of response you would get if you actually said these words out loud. So there's something about this energy that is coming through very strong and very rapid. So whatever is taking place right now, it's going to happen at a breakneck speed. We do have the Tower showing up in the middle of this row right here. And the Tower is sudden change. So from a timing standpoint, it is immediate. And so Ten of Pentacles, there's something long-term that you're really focused on. You just maybe haven't fully expressed exactly what you're thinking or what you're feeling or just going in that direction in general. But what I'm seeing here with the Knight of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, and the Justice card, there's something about the way that you're going to express this, and that could be why you weren't able to do it sooner, was because you were trying to find the right way to express it. You're going to come across as very balanced and very even about this entire situation. You're also going to take it slow. Whatever it is that you want to communicate, you're going to start putting out little nuggets of information to see what happens, and then continue on and see how much more depth you can get to the conversation before you just kind of jump right in and say everything. When I look at the potential outcome here, I'm getting the Ten of Wands, Hanged Man, and the Five of Pentacles. There is definitely something you're seeing from a different perspective. It's allowing you to release something here. There's a conversation that is taking place in the current energy. There's something that you're getting ready to express. You're going to do it in such a way, and the response you receive allow you to really start to see things, like really see things differently from that high level, as if it wasn't happening to you kind of perspective. And that's going to allow you to release whatever additional burdens and responsibilities you've been carrying with you. There's something really significant about that. Let's get some additional details here. Page of Swords. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I like the way that this is showing up here. So with the Four of Wands, I'm getting the Chariot. So whatever there might have been, meeting somebody here, having a conversation, again, could be around plans that you made. This reason to celebrate would be a gathering of people. It would just be something that you enjoy doing. It is here with the Chariot card. So Cancer energy may or may not be significant, but what I really like about this energy and the way that it's showing up is that if it was a chance meeting, there was a lot of success around it. If this was an intentional meeting here, also a lot of success around it. Whatever happened here in the past played out in such a way that you feel, I'm really trying to hone in on this energy, because you do feel good about the way that things are unfolding, or you're about to. You're about to. That's what it is. So let's keep going. With the Page of Swords, I have the Two of Swords. Not surprised you see this at all. When it came to how much you wanted to reveal, how deep of a conversation did you want to have, you went back and forth. You were standing at a crossroads and you took the safe route. You made a decision to say, I'm only going to express so much. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail here. Maybe now's not the right time. Maybe this atmosphere is not the right time, or I'm just not ready. It can be something as simple as I just wasn't ready. And clarifying the Queen of Swords is the Judgment. So this was you making that decision. This is what I'm going to express. This is what I feel comfortable expressing. It's more of that intellectual expression, because it would be backed up by something that you would reason and that you could articulate to another person. But when it comes to your emotions, that's a lot harder to reason. So when you go and have a conversation around how you feel, other people who don't feel the same way have a very difficult time understanding. Whereas if you're in some sort of intellectual conversation and you're expressing what you're thinking, and you can articulate why you think a certain way, other people can be on board. They may not agree with you, but they understand the rationale that you used in order to come up with whatever decision or whatever point of view that you have. And so there was something about that that was really showing up here in the past energy. We'll talk about that in a second, but really. So clarifying the Ten of Pentacles is the Death card. So there is a change that is coming here. It is connected to your long-term stability. There's something about going on your right path, being on your right path. There's something where you're not quite aligned with this future path yet. And so think of it as like a minor shift that is taking place. It's almost like the universe is bumping you a little bit to one side or the other to kind of put you on the path in a more straightforward direction. There is something here that you're releasing. There's a new beginning on the horizon here as it relates to long-term stability, financial success, all kinds of abundance showing up here. But that Death card, that Scorpio energy, is coming through pretty strong, but it's not alone. So the Death card, I mean, it's transition. It's new beginnings, endings. It's that death and rebirth. We have the Tower clarified by the Ten of Pentacles. You really can't make this stuff up. And so the Ten of Pentacles is down here twice, along with two cards indicate a change in circumstances. And that's all showing up in the current energy. So whatever this Tower is bringing in, it's shaking something loose. It's removing blocks and barriers, opening up pathways for you, allowing you to see what that path forward looks like. And then clarifying the Justice, the Eight of Wands, and that Knight of Pentacles is the Queen of Cups. This is where, so we go from Queen of Swords to Queen of Cups, and male or female, it's just the energy of the card. But you go from expressing what you're thinking to expressing how you're feeling, and you're really learning a lot about whatever takes place within this conversation. There's something that you're going to, I'm trying to find the right word here, because you're going to incorporate it, but you're really going to fully ingest it. You're going to take it to heart, make it part of your decision process going forward, which is what I'm seeing here. You're going to start looking at things differently, because the response that you're receiving from this conversation feels like a very positive response. It's encouraging you to keep going, explore more, express more. That one feels significant. So we do have the Lovers showing up at the bottom of the deck. So Gemini energy may or may not be significant. This doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic connection. This could just be about the choices that you make, or other people in your life that hold a lot of significance there. When I look at the future energy, and I'm getting the Ten of Wands clarified by the Knight of Swords. So what you're about to release here, it is going to happen pretty quickly. There is going to be, that's part of the Tower, some sort of sudden realization on what you need to do. How do you finally get rid of this burden, or these burdens, these responsibilities that just are weighing so heavily on you? With the Hanged Man, I'm getting the Knight of Wands, and so this is actually going to create some sort of movement. Knight of Wands is also a fast-moving energy. The Wands are the fastest. The Swords are the second fastest, but they're right behind the Wands energy. And so you have a lot of movement showing up here in this future energy. You have a lot of shifting and breaking things down in the current energy, and it's allowing you to really move forward in this future. What I really like about the way that this is coming up with the Hanged Man is the Hanged Man has you seeing things from that different perspective, as though it wasn't happening to you at all. That clarity that you receive while being in that Hanged Man position is what sparks movement for you, because now it's going to be clear what steps you need to take in order to be able to move forward. With the Five of Pentacles, I'm getting the Nine of Pentacles. So if this is about love and romance, I mean, this would be the end of you being single. That's exactly how this is reading if you read it literally. What I'm picking up here is that you are letting go of anything that's been holding you back, anything that's been preventing you from creating your own abundance, anything that might have created insecurities in you in the past. You're letting go of all of that trauma, all of that kind of self-limiting behaviors, because what somebody did to you in the past, that's already done. Unless the person repeatedly does this to you, what you're holding on to is the memory of it. And so that's what it feels like you're letting go of. So this is the reading for Monday. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.